From the studios of Farm Journal Broadcast, this is U.S. Farm Report.
Welcome to U.S. Farm Report this weekend. I'm Tyne Morgan, and here's what's in store over the next 60 minutes. Is there any hope on the horizon for the ag economy to see a turnaround in 2026? We have the key takeaways from this year's USDA Ag Outlook Forum. Meanwhile, there's a new report showing the number of U.S. farms are on the decline. They're known as the world leader in ag equipment. So how is John Deere navigating the downturn in ag? It's an exclusive conversation with Deere's new president, and it's a Super Bowl ad that captured our hearts.
It's your farm now.
This weekend, we introduce you to the Illinois farm family who inspired it all. Now for the news, breaking news on Friday from the U.S. Supreme Court on tariffs. In a 6-3 decision, the Supreme Court has ruled to strike down President Trump's tariffs. In a landmark ruling, the justices said the International Emergency Economic Powers Act, or IEEPA, does not give the president authority to levy broad import duties. The framers did not vest any part of the taxing power in the executive branch, the court wrote, noting that Congress alone has access to the pockets of the people. The president imposed what he called reciprocal tariffs on several countries in April of 2025, calling trade deficits a national emergency. The SCOTUS ruling affirms the lower courts that blocked these tariffs, meaning importers could halt payments and seek refunds, potentially putting billions of dollars in revenue at risk. Tariffs under other laws like Section 232 national security tariffs and Section 301 China tariffs, those remain in place.
I don't think this is the end. I think we'll see the Trump administration will come forward with another set of tariffs. And I expect there'll be pushback on that from members of Congress and others.
As USDA gets ready to send out Farmer Bridge Assistance Program payments to producers, it has now announced $1 billion in assistance for specialty crops, sugar, and commodities. Now, these are crops not covered under the previously announced Farmer Bridge Assistance Program. USDA says these will also be one-time bridge payments to help address market disruptions, elevated input costs, persistent inflation, and market losses from foreign companies. Our partners at the Packers say it's a drop in the bucket, adding there are $500 million in losses just in the russet potato market alone. Specialty crop producers have until Friday, March 13th to report 2025 acres to USDA's Farm Service Agency. The House Ag Committee is working on a new farm bill, and it includes a federal fix for California's Proposition 12. The House Ag Committee's Farm Bill 2.0 contains text that says states and local governments cannot impose a condition or standard on the production of covered livestock. That is, unless the livestock is physically located within such state or local government. House Ag Committee Chairman G.T. Thompson said a new farm bill is long overdue. House Agriculture Committee Ranking Member Angie Craig said the review of the legislative text is ongoing, saying, quote, the Republican Farm Bill fails to meet the moment facing farmers and working people, end quote. The House Ag Committee will start its markup on the new farm bill starting on Monday. The president signing an executive order focused on protecting key supplies of products important to agriculture, including glyphosate. President Trump invoking the Defense Production Act to safeguard supplies of phosphorus and glyphosate-based herbicides. The move is meant to ensure robust domestic supplies, deeming them central to American economic and national security. The executive order says without immediate federal action, the United States remains inadequately equipped and vulnerable. However, not everyone agrees with the decision, including some supporters of the Make America Healthy Again movement, with one healthy eating advocate calling it, quote, a direct assault on MAHA and a gift to the pesticide and chemical industry lobbies at the expense of human health, end quote. USDA says it's buying more ag products from farmers and producers, and dairy is the big winner in this. The agency says it will buy up to $263 million worth of dairy and ag products and will then distribute them to food banks and nutrition assistance programs across the country. The products include butter, cheese, milk, which adds up to $148 million alone, along with chickpeas, dried beans, fresh pears, lentils, pecans, split peas, and walnuts. And the news coming in as AgriTalk's Chip Flory talked with Greg Dowd, the president and CEO of the National Milk Producers Federation.
You know, 148 million isn't anything that's going to be a huge market mover, but it certainly helps, and especially on the butter side of the equation. The good news is, Chip, we're seeing these markets, you know, the dairy markets, butter markets, cheese markets in Europe begin to turn around here a little bit. The world market's starting to turn. We saw, yesterday, a pretty good pop in Class 3 futures here. So, every little bit helps in this kind of environment. And
Ag Secretary Brooke Rollins says through these purchases, USDA is delivering wholesome, real food to Americans while injecting critical dollars into local economies. That's it for the news. Well, we talked about the issues in the ag economy, but in the eye of the cycle, how is John Deere charting a path through ag's slump and what's on the horizon for farmers? It's an exclusive conversation with John Deere's president next.
U.S. Farm Report is brought to you by Pioneer. 100 years ago, one seed changed everything. See how it all started at pioneer.com/100.